Hi, Leo. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for July 2021. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture in these general readings. Remember, some months your psychic predictions and messages are going to resonate more for you from your rising sign and your moon sign. Also, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign if you're born on the cusp. So please be sure to check that out. So I also want to wish the Leos that are born in July a very, very happy birthday. I hope you have a fantastic solar return. All that being said, Leo, now onto your July 2021 Psychic Tarot reading. So the first card you're starting off with, Leo, is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is a card that symbolizes happily ever after, happy love, happy relationship, happy emotions. Could be marriage, indicating a happy marriage or good family situations. You're entering into some new gateway time frame of abundance coming to you. You're going to start to be able to put the past behind you. And you're going to be really focused about what's next on your list. Like if you have any lists of like goals or, to-do lists or goals or things you want to achieve, you're going to be looking at this list in July and going, okay, ready to tackle my next my next project, my next mission, my next goal. You're going to have people that will be around you that are going to be uplifting you and supporting you with this. And you're going to start also to create a lot of things out of your imagination. If you ever thought of writing a book or doing some kind of collages or artwork, or wood carvings or script writing or anything that would be considered creative, I feel that many of you Leos are going to be very inspired in July. And you may find yourself going down a road where that's going to be something that you're going to start pouring your heart and soul and energy into. And there'll be a little bit of a reprieve where you're going to have to look back at the past and do some estimations and summations of things that have happened to you in your childhood, in your teenage years. If you're older, you could just be chronologically going back in time and looking at over the various experiences you've had, the people that have affected your life and helped shape and mold your life is going to be very influential to you. And you're going to be maybe doing some reminiscing and pondering those people, those situations from the past, which may actually be an impetus for you in the creative process or creative project that you're getting ready to embark on in the month of July. I feel many of you will start this project. Some of you may have already started it or the ideas were there. But at the very least, I feel like you're planting the seeds or starting it in July. I'm not saying you're completing it in July, but I feel like you're starting something. New romance is likely for those of you Leos that are single. Some of you may be talking to somebody you knew from the past, an old love, an ex, or maybe even a friend that you never really had a romantic relationship with. Some of you, it could be that, but they could turn into a romantic relationship now moving forward, and maybe even more strongly for some of you Leos in the month of August. You may really capture somebody's attention. And for some of you, this could be online, and it could be on a dating site. It could be on social media. And again, for some of you, it could be somebody you already know. Not all of you, but for some of you. So the next card you have for the month of July, Leo, is the Empress. And this is a card that symbolizes a maternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, and protecting you. It could be a strong female figure in the living, a mother figure in the living, your mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, someone like a mother figure to you. You could be the Empress, because the Empress is like the seat of creation. So remember, it came up in the Ten of Cups card. Some of you are going to start creating something. This could be that, because the Empress can also symbolize the birth of a child, but it can also be the birth of a project, business plan, or an idea as well. Your intuition is going to be on fire in July. So really pay attention to it, Leo. Like, you know, if you think, oh, I don't really know what's going on, you can tap into other people and read situations really well in July. So I'm not saying that's not all the time, but for some of you, it's highlighted, it's heightened in July. So you might want to take advantage of that energy. Some of you are going to start getting out and about and being more socializing more. Now, Leos tend to be social creatures, I've found in my experience of dealing with Leos over the years, but not all. You know, your rising sign and your moon sign, your birth chart plays a lot into your scheme of things. You know, so you can't always pigeonhole people like, oh, Leos are outgoing. But I feel like maybe because of lockdowns and things that have happened, you haven't been able to be as social as you would have liked. But I feel like you're stepping out of that. You're coming out of that, and you're going to be more social. Some of you are going to have a new partnership that's going to form with somebody. And it doesn't necessarily be love. It could be, because you did have, for some of you, Leos, new love could be coming in, came up in the Ten of Cups card. But this could be a new partnership of somebody you're going to start working with or doing business with. Or, you know, it doesn't mean like they're a business partner. You could partner up with another person to do other kinds of business with. Doesn't mean you have to be in a business partnership. But partnering up with somebody could be like for a gig, an endeavor, a business. But for some of you, it can be actually a romance. It's like now things that were cloudy to you are going to be clear, because my guides are telling me Leos are now seeing the writing on the wall. So wherever whatever situation or circumstance you were dealing with that you were like, I don't know what's going on, you're going to see the writing on the wall. And that could be not just in your own personal life. That could also be if you have some curiosity and mystery about what's exactly going on out in the world. If you catch my drift, and you may actually find out now you know what's going on. There's more clarity for you, even in worldly areas. Some of you Leos will start to see that something you're doing in some area, you're climbing the ladder of success. Now, this could be in your own business. It could be at a business or company you work for. You could be getting promoted. It could be also in relationships. You could be, maybe your relationships area had been like humdrum or ho-hum or unsuccessful. You may start even climbing the ladder of success in relationships. It will be different for all of you Leos, and I highly recommend you watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign, as I said at the beginning of the video, because this is a general reading, and it's really the only way to get a more complete and clear picture of what I can pick up from my guides for you in these general readings on YouTube. So the next card you have here is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign person. This is a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. This could be you, Leo, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's an earth sign, or if you're born on the Leo-Virgo cusp, that could also be you, but it could be somebody else in your life that you're dealing with. You're marching to the beat of a different drummer, and you're marching to your own tune as usual, Leo, but it's like there's a new tune you're marching to. You're changing some things here. You could have a Pentacles person that's raising skepticism about something you're doing or how you're conducting your business, your work, or yourself. So you could be dealing with a Pentacles, female or male, that is has some question about maybe your business ethics or how you're conducting your business, or could even have to do with how you're handling your taxes that you have to pay, or your financial situation. This is somebody that you maybe have some trepidation about them. They may instill a little bit of anxiety or fear. You may see them as somebody that's looking at you with a critical eye, being kind of strict or staunch in there, and maybe a little, I don't know how I want to put that, condemning or disapproving of what you're doing or how you're handling certain things. It could be somebody that cares about you. This may not be somebody that you're like, I don't like them, because I hear my guides are saying this Queen of Pentacles person is going to be looking at you like, Leo, you have to get it right. So it could be an accountant, it could be an agent, it could be a parent, it could even be a boss or a significant other. But I get like, Leo, like, Leo, hey, yo, Leo, you got to get this right, and follow the path and do the right thing. And did you pay your taxes? And have you sent out the money for this and that? Are you dotting your I's and crossing your T's? So it's somebody that feels like kind of like a taskmaster to you, but I feel like they care about you. I don't feel they're doing this to be jerky. I don't know how else to explain that. I feel like you kind of want to avoid them or shy away from them, and you may not feel like you want to deal with them too much. For some of you, this could even be somebody that's asking you to sell them something. So you may have some like possession that they covet, your home or some vehicles or something else, an antiquity, something of antiquity or value, and they may be like wanting, like pestering you or trying to get you to sell them something. That could also be coming up from the Queen of Pentacles. So the next card you have another court card, another people card, which are always harder to read because it's a general reading, and this could mean many, many, many different people. You have the Page of, this is a page, right? This is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a water sign person. This is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you, Leo, if you have a rising sign or moon sign, that's a water sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. But it could be somebody else. Now, pages can be children. They can also, so it could be a child to you or some young person you're dealing with in your life. This could also be an adult that's immature or young at heart. Pages can also symbolize a messenger, and this would be a messenger about emotions. There's a lot of things this Page of Cups wants, And so they may be very like, this is what I want. I want this, I want that. So it could be one of your kids. It could be a friend, or it could be maybe you're a boss to this person and they're like, I want a raise. I want better hours. I want to, do something different than this job. Or it could be your child. I want more money in my allowance, or I need you to buy me a car because this car I have is beat up and I don't have enough money to buy a new one. Like anything, but they're like kind of putting demands on you. They're like, they may be making it sound like it's up to you, but they're being kind of laying it out there for you. I don't know how else to explain that. This is also somebody that may feel like they want to stand up to you. They may also, a water sign person, sun, moon, or rising sign, that may feel like, I want you to listen to what I'm saying to you. I want you to hear where I'm coming from. Really listen. Don't just hear me. Listen to me. That comes up. My guides are bringing that up. You may feel like this Page of Cups is asking too much. You may not totally agree with their requests or demands. My guides are saying there's a breaking of the tides here. Things can't go the same way that they were with this Page of Cups anymore. Something's changing. Either their life is changing, and so their life can't go that way anymore, the way that it was, or you're dealing with them is going to be changing. But I feel like the changes are actually coming from this Page of Cups person, and it's kind of being imposed upon you in some ways. I feel like they're very smart. They're very intuitive. I feel in some ways this Page of Cups person has the right ideas about certain things. I feel like they're very knowledgeable in some areas. And I feel like they're also kind of like working on themselves, working on self-improvement or improving their life. So the last card you have in this reading for July 2021, Leo, you have the Devil. And this is addictions. This could be trapped and bound to an unhealthy relationship, trapped and bound to an unhealthy situation. It could be addicted to something, anything, drugs, alcohol, sex, spending money, gambling, cigarettes, anything. But it could also be somebody you're connected to that has addictions. You may really feel like you're in the pits of fire in July. You may feel like there's some things that you feel so burdened by or confused by and overwhelmed by that you can't see how to get out of a situation. So you may feel like you're in an inferno. And I get you're going to ask for some things and you're going to get it. But then I also get then the ball gets dropped in some way. So like you could be asking the universe for blessings and to give you certain things, or it could be from people and then you get it. But then once it gets over here, it doesn't work out. It drops. And so you may feel like you're butting heads with people or with situations where you're like, you may be trying to get like some new business going or some project or plan going, and it looks like everything's going swimmingly, and then something happens. Your computer crashes. Maybe you're writing a book and your computer loses all the information. You got it going, or you get a publisher to agree, yeah, we're going to publish it, and then they call you back and say, yeah, you know what, we're not going to go with that. We've changed our minds. We're not going to go with it. Or you hire somebody that looks like they're going to be the answer to all your prayers and they know how to do all this stuff, and you get them in there, and then you find out they're a knucklehead and they don't know how to do what they claim they did, or they're more trouble than they're worth because they don't show up on time, or they don't do the things that they're supposed to do. So you're going to feel like you're in some kind of inferno, like where you get some things you want and then some things drop off and you feel disenchanted. That's the word here, disenchanted. Some of your own troubles you've made yourself. And now, because I hear the collective consciousness of Leo going, I've made my bed and now I have to lie in it. So it's like some of these things that are happening to you that may feel like unfair, or something starts rolling along and then it drops off and you're like, why isn't this moving forward? Some of it is based on some things you said or did, or decisions you did prior to July. You have to be careful, Leo, because old habits that you may be connected from and disengaged from in the past, they could be rearing their head to you and tempting you in July. So if you had given up anything that would have been considered unhealthy for you or a bad habit, they may have their little way of like trying to creep back into your life and do it again. And because if you feel like very disheartened by some of the situations, although you do have some good things here, but you may have some disappointments along the way in July. And if there's people around you or situations that come up that are tempting you and they're connected to old habits, they could reappear in your life. So you have to have a lot of strength because you don't want to succumb to this devil card. Now, the gemstone crystal I got for Leo for the month of July, which would be the best gemstone crystal for you to put on your third eye chakra when you meditate, or your throat chakra, or your heart chakra, or to wear it as a beaded bracelet or a pendant. You got sodalite as your gemstone, as the best gemstone for Leos to use in July. And sodalite has healing power. It brings luck, order, and calms the mind. It encourages rational thought, truth, intuition, and objectivity. It stimulates endurance. It's good for bringing mental clarity and rational thought. It enhances self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-trust. It protects. It brings in also peace and harmony. This is a stone that's going to bring you some kind of abundance potential. So somehow sodalite is going to stimulate, I go back to these two cards, stimulate your creativity of any projects that you want to start and work on, whether it's writing or making music or art or whatever. It's going to help stimulate your mind and creative process. It's going to help you stay in more of a state of balance in July. It's going to give you a sense of feeling like you're more centered, you're more grounded, and more centered and grounded and more in control of your life. It's going to help heal you of any wounds of a broken heart, or helps heal any big disappointments you've had recently. So it looks like sodalite will be a good gemstone for you this month, Leo. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense.